Hey folks, today I'm diving into a haunting slice of Australian history that many people have never heard of. A place that no longer exists on paper. The Australian government has removed it from official maps. This is the story of Wittenoom, Australia's very own Chernobyl. This isn't just a tale of a town, but a stark reminder of the devastating impact of human negligence and the consequences of industrial greed. But it's not radiation that makes this place so dangerous. It all started in the 1930s with a mine. A small company starts to mine a blue mineral. Then in 1943, the Colonial Sugar Company, or CSR, took over the operations. The company wants to increase production. So in 1947, with the help of the Western Australia government, they create a workers' settlement 10 kilometers from the mine. Wittenoom is born. By the 1950s, 20,000 people live in Wittenoom. It has a school, a post office, a bakery, a hotel, and a hospital. The town grows rapidly. The blue mineral is in high demand. In a decade, 161,000 tons are extracted. The fine grain tailings are put in fills nearby. But the people have an idea. Why leave the tailings around to be wasted when it's great for constructing roads and buildings, even as insulation? The fine blue grains are great for mitigating the extreme heat of the outback. So they spread the residue on the ground, sidewalk, schoolyards, and even playgrounds. But here is the problem. That blue mineral is blue asbestos. The fibers would lodge in their lungs, leading to asbestosis, lung cancer, and mesothelioma, a particularly aggressive cancer. You see, the dangers of asbestos were known as early as the 1920s, but the Wittenoom miners were never informed. By the 1960s, the deadly legacy of Wittenoom was becoming impossible to ignore. Miners and their families were falling ill, and the town's dark secret was out. Eventually, the mines closed in 1966, but the damage was already done. By the 1980s, the Australian government started the painful process of closing down the town. They removed Wittenoom from maps, cut off essential services, and urged residents to leave. But incredibly, a handful of people stayed, holding on to their homes and memories despite the ever-present danger. In December 2006, Wittenoom is a ghost town. The power grid is disconnected, with few remaining buildings slowly being reclaimed by the harsh outback environment. CSR left behind 3 million tons of asbestos tailings. Whilst Western Australia has the highest mesothelioma mortality rate in the world, the site is still heavily contaminated, making it one of the most dangerous places in Australia. The Wittenoom control area covers over 46,000 hectares and is the largest contaminated stretch of land in the southern hemisphere. Visiting Wittenoom is strongly discouraged due to the risk of asbestos exposure. The story of Wittenoom is a sobering reminder of the cost of industrial progress and the human lives it can devastate. It's a part of history that shouldn't be forgotten, lest we repeat the mistakes of the past. The lessons learned from Wittenoom are crucial for future generations. If you found this story as compelling as I did, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Stay curious and stay safe, and always remember the importance of historical awareness.